Hello again. Welcome to this newest demonstration of Great Wallet, the reference implementation of Great Wall Protocol, the first tacit knowledge-based authentication system. So, since the last UX, the last demo, we have an upgrade in user experience. So here you have a very well polished up UX GUI in Dart. So we have those three modes here. You can click on them, or you can also use hotkeys, okay, like that, etc. So everything covered up. So here you have, for instance, the number of stages. We also have implemented an upgrade to the protocol, and now we only have 1 point of 32 bits per stage. If you don't know what that means, then please go check the previous demo videos, because we are building on established knowledge already. Anyway, so here you have salt, or also a pepper. Only depends on the visibility, right? Could be a source of entropy like that, or something readable and useful, like as the default text suggests, main stash, retirement, maybe, like that. Okay, as you can see, we always also have an active console giving us feedback. Okay, this is also a manual, very handy. Everything covered up here. So polished up UX, as you can see. So we can click now this generate, this interface here above, yes, like that. Doubles down as a progress bar, as you can see, and also in a few moments you will see this bar here gets a partial filling, and then we'll be able to halt and then resume the progress. Also, we will be able to securely save and load. Let us see that happening, shall we? Okay, so I will click H of halt, and then this dialog here asks me for confirmation, and then if I click resume, I get all the way here without wasting that established progress here. But also I will save. I can save here, and then I have the option of I have to use a key, okay, to securely save, okay, because what I'm going to save is in fact cryptographically sensitive information, so I cannot save it as in plain text. Okay, so in order to cross all the T's and dot all the I's, what do? I generate an actual true random password that can be either 128 or 256 bits standard. Okay, all the conventional stuff here, no novelty here, right? Sure. So this is AES GCM, strengthened by Argon 2 according to NIST. So everything you can get in terms of security, but also how to manage the key itself, right? Don't worry, because we will use either copying down QR code in a piece of paper for later scanning, right? So it's an air-gapped and forensically destructible, forensically deletable key. Once you burn or shred the key containing that QR code, the original file, which is encrypted, is therefore unreachable, can never more be recovered, because it's encrypted and the key for it has been destroyed, forensically irrecoverably, right? Okay, so yes, a lot of information, right? So let's see that's happening with the copy-paste, shall we? Of course, I could, because it's a demo, I want to make it too long, so I want to be doing the manual copying, the manual coloring of the actual paper, but you get it, okay? It's actually implemented, please believe me. If you don't, then of course clone the project and run it on your machine, and then you see it really does work. Okay, so now, and then I come here and I open, okay, and then I'll paste it here, and then it will load. Okay, and then I resume it, just like that. Okay, so, yes, so as you can see, I can now navigate across the various stages, right? I have requested for, how much was it? I think, I don't know, I don't remember how much, but I will then navigate. If I click at that here again, I zoom in very close to the dot. Here is the points that I have to recover to reobtain this stage 1, 32 bits, okay? And then, of course, I can zoom out. I also have, I know it's a lot of features, right? I really have put out a lot of improvements here. I can also deploy a deep zoom mode. Okay, so this mode deploys a deeper rendering capacity, a deeper rendering limit. Anyway, this is another feature, yet another feature. Okay, so now at this point, stage 2 is already derived, so I can also zoom in it. And I will adjust level of detail so that is not polluted. Okay, so okay, so that is that it? Okay, yes. So this is level 2. What happened? Okay, good. So you have level 1, and then you have, yes, and then you have level 2 like that. Okay. But also, you can edit a level. Let me see if I can do that. Yes, if I do here, and then I halt. Yes, and then I halt. And then, after halting, I am already on level 3. No, I'm not. Yes. Okay, yes. So I can, let me think, I will exclude from 2 onwards. No, I can come here, yes. Okay, so I can take from level 2 the current key, which by the way I can also salt with something like a version, for instance, version 1, 2, today, date, so could be a date format like that, etc. Yes, you get a drill. Now notice that stage 3 is ready. Okay. Let us do the interaction, shall we? Yes. Then I can click H for halt. Okay. Okay, suppose I click here to exclude from 3 onwards. I am prompted for confirmation. Okay, good. So now excluded level 3. Okay, I will save it, so it will overwrite. I will use another key, just because I can, so this time just 128, okay. And then I will open, same file, very good. Okay, Okay. Let me see. I will now ask to extend, because we have discarded level 3, so I will now extend. Here it is. So I have 3 options, okay? What are my options? I can either pick the points manually, I can generate new fresh entropy, or I can provide fresh entropy from my input. That input would be BAP39, or it could be hexadecimal. How fancy, right? So let us do something here. I will, instead of adding just 1, I will add 4, and then, just mind that, I will, oops, no, number 6, okay, okay, now, I will add a vanity passphrase, vanity BAP39 seed phrase. If you know me, you know already what am I going to type. So never use this example because private key secret it phrase through random. By the way, you might have noticed those sound cues. I have tried overall with sound and layout to emulate 19's aesthetics. Among other reasons, because I want the user to remember subconsciously, but also consciously, a time in which memorizing a couple of phone numbers and memorizing, street greets was unremarkable. Everybody did that, okay? And I will bet with you, if you dig in your memory, you who have lived the 90s will know phone numbers that you don't use for decades. I bet you actually do that, okay? I can bet you who are 30 plus years old are able to recollect precisely, correctly, decades old phone numbers. Not only that, phone numbers that you do not have to recollect, have not have the needs to recollect for various decades. And you see that just as few as five phone numbers already convey enough entropy as much as 12 BAP39 words. This is all to say, the proposition of keeping in your memory between 4 and 8 maps like that, and then trust your retirements to it. This is not an unreasonable proposition to make. This is my point. That's not an unreasonable proposition to make, because, we actually do have the brain power for it. It's all there. It's just not exercised due to technological circumstances, but it's there. So now, with that protocol, there actually is a very good reason to then exercise that skill that we all have. Okay? We all have. It was commonplace. We used to practice that. Elaborate practiced that. An ancient sailor who would cross oceans, by just looking at the sky and then figuring out, projecting weird centaur over a couple of dots on the sky, they also had that. And, they really did get to the other point of, they really did cross an ocean with that. So the brain power is there, right? We all can do that. So this is my demo now. Thank you for your attention, and see you next time. Bye-bye.